It may not feature in a lot of tourist brochures, but on the outskirts is a little gem, the Udamurra Tip. Not only is this a great place to poke around for a few hidden treasures, it's also home to an old mate of mine, Gary Thorne. Like so many Aussies who live in the bush, Thorny's a colourful character.
Gary, what are some of the things you've seen tossed away over the years?
Over the years, I've seen heaps of junk come in here, and we've had water skis and kitchen sinks and fly wire doors and fridges and washing machines.
Can you just watch your language a bit this time? Jump to swear.
No doubt about it. Thorny's got his work cut out for him running this place.
Must be a big job sorting through it all, you know what I mean?
Well, it'd make my job easier if people would put the rubbish in the right spots and just follow the signs that I put around.
Yeah. Oh, that's understandable, isn't it? Can you just not say so much?
Of course, as Thorny will tell you, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
What's the most expensive thing you've seen tossed away?
Well, there was a bloke came in here one day and he had a package on the back of the truck. And when I looked in the box, it was a brand new twin tub washing machine.
Fantastic.
It looked very good, very good. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, must have cost him a fortune when he bought it.
What a great find.
Yeah, but it was
Yep, he sure is a character.
I've been around this wide round land, seen a thing or two. From the great out back on the beaten track, let me share it now with you. All Aussie adventures, pack the swag, let's go. All Aussie adventures. All Aussie adventures, time to hit the road.
My old mate, Bubbo Campbell. Bubbo was born and raised in this desert, and he has a deep knowledge of the area. Knowledge from which I was keen to learn from.
So, Bubbo, to most people this would be just a lot of red sand, but to you it's like a map, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or a book, you know, every indentation has a different story to tell.
Yeah.
For example, what's that over there?
That's a stick.
Yeah, but next to the stick, that what's that? Is that a paw print or something?
It could be.
What sort of animal would that be, do you reckon?
Could be anything.
Yeah, but just have a... What are you doing?
I'll Google it.
It was great catching up with Bubba
I mean, I could have done that.
and sharing his ancient knowledge.
That's what it is.
It was cattle country and they breed them big up this way, and that's no ball. But seriously, these stock belong to an old mate of mine by the name of Sal Hearn, who owns one of the top beef cattle properties in the territory. There's no way I could go past without dropping in for a cuppa.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks,
Good
mate.
to see you again. You well?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah, how are things going out here?
Good, we've had a bit of rain, so...
Have you? Yeah, looks like it's screened up. I'll tell you what, the road's a bit bumpy, more bumps than a paddock full of camels.
Yeah, no, it's terrible at the moment.
Yeah, good.
Oh.
Tea?
Oh, would you like a cup of tea, mate?
Oh, that'd be lovely. Thanks, mate.
Great.
Yeah,
Come on
great.
in.
It was good catching up with Sal for a yarn,
Well, certainly needed that.
Yeah, it's good.
but all too soon it was time for me to hit the road. An even better way to catch fish is spending a day on the water with a couple of good mates. And I reckon I knew just the blokes. Miller, Trev, and my old radio partner, Dave Snedley.
Right, tell you what, have a bit of a bet. First one to catch a fish finger gets a beer.
Yep, it was going to be a top day. And with Dave and I teaming up in the SS Coight, those fish wouldn't stand a chance. Dave and I go way back to when we both worked together on 4NQ and soon discovered a natural chemistry that saw the breakfast show rocket to 7th place in the ratings. It was great to catch up again to share a bit of fishing and, no doubt, a few laughs.
How good is this? Esky full of beer, beautiful river, sun's out, fish are on the bite. Wouldn't be dead for quids.
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah.
Dave's a natural comedian, and it wasn't long before the jokes started flying.
You know Sally's left me.
They don't call him Deadpan Dave for nothing.
Here we go. No, I didn't know that Sally had left you.
No, seriously, she's actually left me.
Oh, right. Okay, she has left you. It's like the third time, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Fine.
Sure, it had been a tough few months for Dave, but that wasn't about to put a dampener on our day on the water. And it wasn't long before the fishing started to hot up.
Oh, got one? Oh, no, got away. You got anything going on there? I'll put some bait on there.
Yeah, bait would be good.
I mean, take it. I mean, catch a fish will feel better.
Of course, some days the fish are simply not on the bite. When that happens, no one hooks up.
Yep. Get up. Holy!
Yeah, yeah.
Fish finger.
If you'd put some bait on, maybe we would have caught something like that. Maybe we should just go to another spot. We'll go to another spot.
Mate, get another line. All right.
Yeah. Have you got one of your tablets?
And there was no way we were about to let a few personal problems derail a day out on the water. There's nothing that a spot of fishing can't fix.
Hang on.
What's that?
Oh.
Text. It's not from Sally, is it?
No, it's from my psychiatrist.
The psychiatrist. No. Well, no, maybe don't keep on reading it. Just read it once, put it away, get on to the next bit. You might catch a fish. I know.
Besides, no fish doesn't mean no fun. Not when you've got two jokers sharing a bit of boat banter.
Boys, how'd you go? How good's this?
Yeah, it's great.
Come on, let's go.
Well, it took a few hours, but finally we were in luck.
Okay, this is what we're talking about. Well done.
It doesn't get better than this. Top stuff.
Bring him in. Oh.
Yep, it had been a top day on the water. A couple of old mates enjoying a few hours wetting a line. The mountain cattlemen are still very much part of the high country scene, and I was looking forward to catching up with a few of them here in the hills. Jed Culligan and Andrew Bow are not only old mates of mine, they're also a part of the annual muster that takes place annually once a year here in the high country.
Yeah, good to see you blokes again, Andrew. Jed, you doing all right?
Yeah, good mate.
Yeah.
No worries.
Listen, tell us about the muster. What time of year do you head up there, in spring?
Yeah, we'll take the kettle up late spring, yeah.
And take them up there and leave them up there for
Leave them up there for the summer, yeah. Things dry off down here, so there's no feed, so...
Yeah, and they do all right up there, do they?
Oh, do well up there, yeah.
Can you not do that, please?
Especially when you get the good season of the snowgrass, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have any problems with them sort of being up there during for that amount of time?
No, not at all.
Can you
No, as long as you can sort of get them out of there before the snow set in.
And do you ever find you might leave a straggler up there? Does he survive all right, or do they follow him down?
They'll find their own way down when it gets cold up there. They're pretty switched on, these old cows, yeah.
Can you just stop?
As you can imagine, these two boys could tell a story or two about life in the saddle.
So, would you trade this for a life in the city?
Oh, mate, what do you reckon, eh?
One bloke that's been a part of the Red Centre for 6 generations is an old mate of mine by the name of Bill Hayes. Let's go meet him now. G'day, Bill.
G'day, Ross. How you going, old mate?
Good to see you again.
Yeah, haven't seen you for ages.
You travelling well?
Oh, not too bad.
Doing
Yeah.
a bit of work?
Yeah, I don't ride these anymore. I ride a four-wheeler these days, but easy on the old knees.
So you've swapped horses for horsepower.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good catching up with Bill, but all too soon it was time for me to swap horses for horsepower. It was a long, tough drive, but eventually I hit the bright lights of Alice. With a population of 15,000 and weather to match, Alice Springs provides an ideal place to stop, refuel and recharge the batteries. I came by car, but 100 years ago the most common form of transport to the Red Centre was the steel highway, the train. That's right, the mighty gun.
Someone who knows more about the old gun than anyone I know is an old mate of mine by the name of Steve Leach. Let's see if he's in. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Russell.
Steve's had a lifelong love of trains all his life, and it was great catching up and swapping a few yarns. And of course, sharing a few laughs. You see, this is fishing country, with dozens of well-stocked rivers and creeks waiting for the eager angler. But knowing where to drop a line can be a problem. which is why I arranged to catch up with a couple of local lads who know the area like the back of each other's hand.
Hey, fellas.
G'day, Russ.
Trev, good to see you again. Phil?
Good to see you again, son.
So, you're going to take me to some secret fishing spot?
We are, yes. We've got it all set up for you.
A couple of genuine characters here. Get up to a bit of trouble, I can tell you.
Never.
What sort of fish?
Anything we can get on the line.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, you got all the gear, have you?
Got it all here, yep.
You want a bit of a hand putting it in?
Yeah, well,
No worries, okay, let's go.
And you know what they say, many hands make light work.
You need that much beer, do you? Or...
We will.
Yeah.
It was going to be a top day.
You guys, you've been drinking long or just... Well, the boat's all loaded, no use hanging around here. Let's get started. Start the motor.
These lads were as keen to get amongst it as I was.
You're not going to be drinking all afternoon, are you?
And in no time we were on our way, heading upriver to the secret spot. Like most blokes, Phil and Trev love their fishing, and with their local knowledge, I knew I was in for an action-packed day of Aussie angling. And in no time we'd found the boys' favourite hole.
Okay, well, looks like we're here.
Underneath the branches.
The secret spot. All right, let's get it happening.
Time to get those lines into the water. And as you could imagine, we were all pretty keen to get fishing.
You going to put a line in, Phil?
I don't think so.
Phil was in a mellow mood, but Trev and I were eager to see some action. And even though things were a little quiet,
Absolutely beautiful.
I wasn't complaining.
You know what they say? The worst day fishing certainly beats the best day in the office.
These blokes are both real characters, and it was great sharing some time
Can't
with
be
them.
having pissed all the time. I don't want a beer, okay?
But after a slow start, those fish came on the bite,
Yes,
and
well
Trev
done,
was the
Trev.
first to hook
Lovely
up.
work, a lovely brim. Congratulations. That's what I love about these mangroves. There's a type of fish you can get. You get brim, trevally, and mangrove jacks. It's got very powerful jaws, and they say, if you listen very, very carefully, you can hear them coming out of the water and snapping at their prey. I'll take it easy.
Just before nightfall, I made it to Moondara Downs. It felt good to catch up with my old mate, Mick Harrison.
G'day, Mick. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks, Ray. Oh, Russ.
Dawn the next day at Moondara Downs and time for a hot shower, Outback style.
There's a real feeling of excitement in the air on the morning of the muster. The men feel it, and I reckon the horses feel it too.
There's no doubt about it, Aussies believe in helping out their mates, and at muster time blokes come from near and far. And it's not just the blokes. Up this way, the women folk ride too, and some of these cowgirls could show the fellas a thing or two. It was great catching up with some old mates and sharing a few laughs.
Yeah, a mate of mine's got a property near here, and he said to me, you know, I can ride from sun up till sundown and not come to a fence. And I said to him, that's a pretty big property. He said, oh no, we just haven't got any fences.
A quick chat and it was time to saddle up for a big day in the bush.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing quite like the feeling of mounting a stock horse and heading off for a big muster. This mob were wild, tough bulls, and you didn't want to get too close. But we had to move them, and that's just what we did. Of course, there's always some stock who won't be tamed. For these wild beasts, you need more than a horse, you need horsepower.
Can't get my seatbelt off. Hang on, seatbelt.
We rounded the youngest ears up into pens for the night. Tomorrow, these fine specimens of outback bull would be transported to market, sold off and humanely executed. Top stuff. But for us, it was time to get back to base. And I'll tell you what, there's just one thing I was looking forward to. a few cold beers with some good mates. Not to mention a little friendly competition. There's no doubt about it, Aussies love a party. And the chance for a bit of outback fun.
Come on.
Stay still, stay still, stay still.
My farmer friend Stu Benton had called asking for a bit of help mending a fence. Naturally, I was happy to lend a hand to a man on the land.
Put the kettle on? Yeah, I'll get it done for you.
Righty, I'll see you.
For farmers like Stu, a broken fence can easily become a major headache. And a quick inspection confirmed my fears. This barbed wire barricade needed some urgent work. Time for a few running repairs. And luckily, I had just the tools required to make short work of the job.
Back in the old days, we would have done these by hand. Now it's a simple press of a button.
With that task taken care of, it was back to the farmhouse to catch up with Stu for a cup of hot tea. Not to mention a few tall stories.
Not a cow. It's a bull.
It's a ball.
It's a bull.
Stu's a natural comedian and never short of a humorous yarn. But he's not the only
You
one.
heard this one before about the two blokes who were out in the back blocks, a long way from anywhere in particular, and they're panning for gold, and they're panning away, panning. One bloke's over there, one bloke's over there, and one bloke goes, I think I've been bitten by a snake. And have you said to tell you enough?
I like to think I can tell a joke with the best
And
of
he goes,
them.
I've been bitten by a snake. And the other bloke goes, well, the bloke who's bitten goes, you better ring the doctor because, you know, we can't go to the doctor. We need to find out what we can do. And so I think, just you put the spoon down. Yep.
As they say, it's all in the delivery.
And then, so he goes, what sort of snake was it? This is the doctor saying. He goes, I think it was a tiger snake. So he goes, well, listen to me very carefully because if you don't do what I'm about to tell you, the guy may well die. And so he says to him, what you've got to do is you've got to put a little in. You put a little in. Put a little in. Yeah. Okay. Take a sip. Take a sip. Yep. Okay. Now listen to the joke. And the guy says, put an incision in, and then you've got to suck the blood out because the guy was bitten on the bum. That's where he was bitten. Did I say he was bitten on the bum? Yeah.
Old friends, good stories, and a table shared.
And the doctor says, put an incision onto his.
Yep, this is what it's all about. Two mates sharing a laugh.
All right, good. Okay, just yeah. Okay. And then and he goes, what did the doctor say? The doctor said, you're going to die.
Who's going to die?
The bloke who got bitten on the bum.
And we could have gone on all day.
First guy?
The first guy.
Or was the other guy?
Why do I have to explain the joke anyway? I listened when you were bloody telling your joke.
Even though we're above the snow line, you still find large, privately owned farms here on the high country plains.
Hey! Justin, don't be ridiculous, mate. Stupid.
Justin, Haley and Phil were itching to have a look around a genuine working property.
Justin, turn the motor off.
It was great to see them so keen to explore this fascinating part of the world, and I was more than happy to act as tour guide. To a lot of city kids, milk, meat and wool are just things you find on a supermarket shelf. Commodities to be purchased or perhaps shoplifted and then sold off illegally on the black market economy. What better place to set them straight than my old mate Tony Scott's High Country Sheep Station.
G'day, Tony. Good to see you again, mate.
You too, Russ.
Yeah, how you been?
Good.
Yeah, got a few head of sheep that need doing?
Yeah, got to shear a few, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Want a hand?
I'd love a hand.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Oh, and I won't pull the wool over your eyes.
Scotty's a top bloke and always up for a laugh. We were set for some good times. There's no doubt about it. Aussies believe in helping each other out. Tony had a big mob to get through and I was happy to lend him a hand. Of course, you put two red-blooded Aussie blokes side by side in a shearing shed and it doesn't take long before a bit of friendly competition gets underway. I was a little scratchy at first, but soon got into the swing of things. Shearing sheep is something you never forget. The whir of the clippers, the smell of the boards, the back-breaking pride in a job well done. I'll tell you what, it's a sheer delight. And it wasn't long before we both had our first sheep shorn. It was a pretty tight finish, but let's just call it a dead heat. If you're planning to fish anywhere up this way, you can't beat a bit of local knowledge. And your first stop has got to be the Lure in Cooktown. It's a beaut tackle shop owned by an old mate of mine, Peter Fuchs. G'day, Pete. How are you, mate? Good to see you again. G'day, Pete. How are you, mate? What are the chances of maybe heading out and see what we can do in the barramundi department?
Oh, every chance.
Every chance.
Keen, right.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go.
Right.
Well, it didn't take long for the word to spread that the barra were on the bite. And just look what the cat dragged in. G'day, Brian. G'day.
How you going, Ross?
Yeah, Russell.
How you going, mate? Leonard.
Oh, g'day, Leonard. What about we have a bit of a wager? Maybe see who catches the biggest barra.
Yeah,
That sounds fair enough. Whoever doesn't catch the biggest one buys the beers.
Right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. only thing you'll be catching is a cold. Okay, it's time to head off and see if we can't catch ourselves a barramundi. The rivers around here are fairly tidal, so where the fish bite depends on what's happening with the tide. There's a couple of big holes up here where the barra like to school, so let's go there now and see if we can't catch ourselves a barramundi. So let's go and catch ourselves a barramundi. With a few beers up for grabs, I was glad to have Pete on my team. He knows this river like the back of his hand. And if there's anyone who can put us on to decent barra, Pete's the man. Eventually, we found what looked like the perfect spot. Time to get those rods and lures into the water, and who knows what we might catch. Pete, how many different types of fish would we get in this area?
Oh, plenty. The list is endless. You've got barramundi, bream, flathead, whiting, trevally.
Yeah.
Oh, there's three sorts of queenfish. Lesser queenfish,
So there's certainly
giant
a
queenfish.
lot of type of different fish you get here, and the reason is that it's so well managed because the people who run this area make sure that there are licensing rules. There's, There's bagging rules, that sort of thing. They really get out there and manage the whole area entirely, and that's important when you want an area like this to be full of fish, so you can go out there and fish. Pete, that's enough fish, thanks. So don't ever forget that.
Spot cod, black spot cod. Blue spot cod.
With nothing taking our bait, it was time to find another spot, and Pete had one in mind. But wouldn't you know it, things were still a little slow. Doesn't seem to be much happening, Pete.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's fishing.
Why is that?
Oh, tides. We're getting towards the bottom of the tide, and yeah, once things get around the bottom of the tide, yeah, it's same as the top of the tide. Things just sort of slow down a little bit. That can be part of it.
Any chance of anything happening?
Yeah, I think so, once that tide turns.
Oh, well, let's hope so, mate. A lazy hour or so fishing in a tropical paradise didn't sound like such a bad idea to me. It sure beats a day at the office. Has the tide changed yet, Pete?
Yeah, it has, actually.
Why isn't anything happening? Because I have not had one nibble.
No, well, that's sort of sometimes what happens, but all we can do is just keep trying.
Well, is there anything else we can do? Because I got to,
Yeah, we can try a few other different spots.
Fish 1, fisherman 0. But the game wasn't over yet, not by a long shot. And if anyone can put us on to barra, Pete's the man. It's 4:30, Pete.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Again. Best laid plans.
That's Pete for you. Even in the worst of times, he's quoting Hemingway. Is this a waste of time, or is there anything we can?
Never a waste of time.
It felt good to know I was in the hands of an experienced guy. How many years have you been doing this?
Quite a few.
So you know the area well.
Well, I think I do. I hope I do.
You caught fish here before on this spot?
I've caught fish here in this spot, yeah.
As they
Not here
say,
in this
fishing is all about patience.
Not today, though.
Not today. No.
No, not today.
Being prepared to wait it out.
Can I have a drive of the boat?
Life of this way can be tough. Not that you'll hear him complaining.
Gotta tell you, Tony, the place is looking real good.
We've just had 6 dry years, Russ. Looking down the barrel, it's looking pretty dry.
But despite the drought, or whatever nature might throw his way, Tony faces it all with typical fighting spirit.
Beef prices are starting to fall. You know, we've got problems of soil erosion, salinity, soil acidification, bit of dieback in the trees. See those red gums, they're starting to die off, and you know, each year we plant a few more and put guards around them, spend a lot of money, and what happens? The cattle get in, kill the trees, or else it doesn't rain and they die anyway.
Typical Tony. No matter how tough it gets, this Aussie man on the land knows how to look on the bright side of life.
But you know, life on the farm, you wouldn't trade it for quids, would you, eh?
Well, I was lifting some drums this morning. I've done my back, and you know, things aren't all that flash.
Yep, he sure is an inspiration. But all too soon it was time for me to say goodbye and get on the road.
The Japanese have cut their beef consumption by 50%.
Their muster takes place annually or twice a year, whichever comes
Hey, fellas.
first. And blokes travel from near and far to lend a hand.
How are you, mate? Ronnie?
There you go, Russ.
Hey, Chris?
It was great catching up with some old mates.
Colin? And
And naturally enough, we had a fair bit to catch up
how
on.
you doing, all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, tell you what's looking a bit dry out there, even those camels will be thirsty. You been busy?
Yeah, pretty busy, Russ. We've got a couple unready cattle to muster tomorrow.
Sure beats working.
We thought you might give us a hand mustering them in tomorrow, Russ.
Oh, well, as long as there's a beer in it for me at the end. Anyway, do you want to go inside and have a drink? Let's go. There's no need to laugh at everything I say. No, seriously, just don't laugh, okay?
I tell you what, that beer sure went down well. On a big cattle property like this, there's always work to be done. And it wasn't long before I was in the thick of things, helping to brand a few baby calves.
You right there now, mate?
Thanks, mate. Okay, settle down, little fella. Let's go and do some branding. And what we got here is a branding iron. So if this heifer is ever lost or stolen, we'll know exactly where he's from. This won't take a second. There you go. A lot of people don't like branding. They prefer ear tags. I don't. They can get fly blown, bloodied, caught on fences and gates. I much prefer branding. It's a cleaner and safer way to go.
Smoko time. I guess one of the reasons people become addicted to outback life is the characters who live out here, each with his own story to tell. And there's nothing like sharing a few yarns over a cup of billy tea.
I'll tell you what, I needed that. I guess you blokes have moved a few cattle over the years. Bloody hell. Yeah, you've seen some pretty special sights.
Very special.
Yeah. You have a few tales to tell. Yeah. A lot of bloody action out there, isn't there? Yeah. Sometimes things go wrong, don't they?
Like anything. All the time.
Yeah.
But enough chatting. We had a mob of cattle to round up and it was time to get to work.
Spin it back, spin it back, spin it back!
A lot of people might be surprised that we still use lassos out here in the bush. With truly wild cattle, it's often the only way.
Easy.
One of the blokes will try and drive up alongside a steer, then it's just a question of slipping a noose around its neck and bringing him to the ground. This is Lake Menangen. 9 years out of 10, it's bone dry. But after such a big wet season, there was water in the old girl again. And it didn't take long for a couple of local lads to find out.
G'day, Rob.
G'day, Russ. How you going, mate?
Good to see you again. Yeah, good to see a bit of water in the lake again.
Yeah, a bit of a big wet this year. Got a bit back in it again.
Yeah, very nice. Any crocs out there?
Oh,
A couple.
a few crocs, mate. Pretty hungry,
I reckon
especially
they
since they had all the sharks out.
So, would you be up for a ski, mate?
Mate, I'll put the skis on, you count the crocs. You're on.
There's no doubting it. Aussies love a challenge, and when these boys dared me to strap on the skis and cross a croc-filled lake, it was a bet I couldn't knock back. It was then I spotted him, a big saltwater croc, cruising in the shallows. I had to act quick or I'd be steering straight into the face of big trouble. All Aussie adventures, pack up your swag, let's go. All Aussie adventures. All Aussie adventures, time to hit